What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We are back with your Copart auction results video brought to you by autoauctions.io. No, it's not sponsored content, but this is the website that you have to go to if you want to find out the true history of your next vehicle purchase, not salvage vehicle purchase. Guys, I've said it before and I'll say it again. There are a ton of clean title cars that look like they should have been salvaged, and that is where autoauctions.io comes into play. You can see if they've been run through the salvage auction before, and best is you get pictures of the damage, guys. You get to see exactly what the car looked like when it rolled through the auction. That is something that Carfax nor AutoCheck does. Autoauctions.io, go check them out. Link at the top of the description. Let's jump into this. Number one on my list, same as it was on the Copart walkaround, a 1989 Fox body Ford Mustang GT with a clean title, normal wear, sold by a third party, 45,000 miles. I'm going to guess that is probably not correct. It does show not actual. Pretty sure that car does not have 45,000 miles on it. Auction date was December 15th, 2020, and it sold for $3,050. That was my high bid, $3,050. Oh, that's right, I won it. This is my car. I won this. So this gives me a rare opportunity to verify that autoauctions.io's information is accurate, and it is. I did win this car for $3,050. It came out to $3,600 out the door. Go through the pictures. It's a decent looking car, although I think the clean engine bay is a little bit misleading, but we'll get into that in a future video. The Ford Mustang video will be released on December 23rd, 2020, so stay tuned for that. It does run. Okay, it does run. It does drive. That's all I'm going to tell you right here. One of the things that I do enjoy about autoauctions.io, and this is aside from the fact that we're able to do this little series here thanks to them, is you can see what other cars have sold for. It gives you a really good idea of what you're going to be looking to spend on a similar vehicle. So cars similar to mine, 89 Mustang GT with a clean title that runs and drives and obviously has keys. Comparable vehicles. Here's one, 72,000 last recorded miles, normal wear, third party, sold 2 years ago for $1,350. Here's an 88,000 mile last recorded 3 years ago. 89 for $925, $675. So, and it comes up here, you can see the common price was, let's see, we saw this price 1 times out of 9 in the last set. Okay, so let's not go with that. Price range on this between $175 and $5,300. That's a pretty wide gap there. I'll be the first to admit that is a very wide gap. But I'll tell you what, this one right here, 8,000 actual miles, normal wear, third party. I hate to kind of get off topic here, but wow. 8,000 miles though. I don't know, guys. I don't know, man. The interior looks good. Oh, it's got that. Looks like someone did that power mod, that top end power mod to it. It does look good though. It does look good. But anyway, this just gives you kind of an idea of what you could be looking to pay for, you know, whatever car it is you're in the market for. And I think this is very, very helpful. So big shout out to autoauctions.io for giving us the ability to do that. Next, we're going to be looking at a 1997 Chevy Camaro V6 convertible. Yeah, I wasn't even very excited about this to begin with for the auction walkaround, but I know a lot of you hate this body style. You made that very clear in the walkaround video, but I actually love this body style. This is one of my favorite body styles of the Camaro right here. I absolutely love it. Not the convertible aspect, not really a huge fan of the convertible. Definitely not a fan of the V6 in these cars. And I'll tell you something else right here. Click on this picture and enlarge it. You notice how this engine, like I would say 75% of the motor is underneath the windshield cowling. That sucks. I mean, they made this thing as difficult to work on as possible. I can't tell you how many times I have had to either change intake manifold gaskets or head gaskets on this particular 3800 motor, and it is a bear, guys. I mean, an actual bear to get in there. What a pain. So now when you have your V8 under the hood of these, it's just that much more fun, guys. Let me tell you. This one had 243,000 miles on it. I still don't know what it was there for. I didn't see any real body damage. As you can see, it actually looks pretty good. Well, aside from the convertible top anyway, and the rear taillight, it actually looks pretty dang decent, but this was a non-runner. We tried to crank it, and all it did was crank, crank, crank. It would not run. So, not sure what it's there for, but it is a salvage title. Said rear end damage. I don't know about that, but it looks like it sold for $200, and the insurance company declined the bid. They are looking to get $750 out of it. I don't know, man. It doesn't run. It's not that desirable because it's the V6. The convertible top is falling apart, and it's a salvage title. To me, I just don't see the money there. It's whatever. Let's move on to the next one. Next, we have a 2017 Lincoln MKZ Hybrid. I actually fell in love with this car, man. This thing was beautiful. I was curious as to why it's there, and now I know, because it is a run and drive. It's got I believe, a 2.0 liter little hybrid. Should be great on gas. It ran great. It looked great. You see from the pictures, thing was in excellent condition. 56,000 miles on the odometer, and it sold for $12,700. It's gone. Now, what's interesting is the title status is clean on this. Title description says Oklahoma Certificate of Title Recovered Theft. So I'm a little confused about these two right here, and I have seen this happen before. Recovered theft is generally going to be a salvage title. In fact, not generally. I have never seen a theft recovery vehicle that had a clean title. But what I have seen is a lot of times this title type where it says clean is actually a rebuilt title. Rebuilt titles often will still show as clean through the auction. So, estimated retail value, I can't tell you if this is accurate or not, because this number is reported by the seller. This is not Copart. This is not the auction itself, and this is not autoauctions.io. This is a number that the seller throws in there, and sometimes it can be accurate, sometimes it can be inflated beyond belief, and sometimes they can be cutting themselves a little bit short. Either way, $12,700. You tell me, is it a good deal for a 2017 MKZ? Personally, without knowing what these cars are actually valued at, I think that's a steal. I think that is a great deal for that car. Now, I do believe it is a rebuilt title, so that is something you have to take into consideration. But being that it's a recovered theft, I think that's an easy resale right there. Sorry. I do believe that if you were to want to flip this car, resell it, it wouldn't be that hard to, show that the title itself will say recovered theft. You can tell people, look, it wasn't in a wreck, okay? It wasn't smashed. It was just stolen. It's the exact same car that it was before it was stolen. That's it. It just got stolen. And using a service like autoauctions.io, you can show them the picture and say, here the car is sitting in the auction yard right now. Look at it. It's perfect. It was not damaged. It was just stolen. I think this was a steal of a deal. Looking at other sales prices of these cars, well, this one sold for quite a bit in comparison. $7,300 for that one, wrecked. $7,300 for that one, wrecked. $5,800 for that one, undercarriage damage, and $2,850. 30,000 actual miles, 28 fit. I'm sorry. I hate getting oh my. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a biohazard too. Bio blood, yeah. Um, oh wow. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, anyway, let's just get back to it here. 12.7 I feel like is a good number for that car. You guys comment down below and you tell me that's a fair price. We're going to move on to a 2015 Toyota Camry that did not drive, but it starts. Now, this is one, unfortunately, I don't remember. I don't remember. Did this one actually move? Huh. Oh, I remember this one. This was the flooded one. Yeah. Okay, I remember it now. This is the one that I couldn't breathe. It made me physically ill. This one was the smell. I can't even put it into words, guys. There are no words. It was just bad. It was bad. This is the one. I could not get the hood open, and I just said, to heck with it, man. I wasn't going to waste my time on it. What I think is crazy, I know it's a newer Toyota, 2015. What are the mileage? What is the mileage? 79,000 miles on it. So, reasonable mileage. It's a flood car, number one. Those tend to bring a lot less. And number two, it's not just a flood. It's destroyed, man. It's bad. It's so bad. I cannot believe that it commanded $4,300 at auction. That car was just awful. Let me blow these up so you can get a little bit better picture. Maybe you missed the walk around. Look at this. It's just gross. It's gross. It was awful. This was an absolutely awful car to try to show you guys with. And yeah, anyway, moving on. Next, we have a 2017 Subaru Impreza. I kind of remember this one, but not entirely. Why was this one here? Oh, hail. It was a hail car. Okay. Now, again, I am, not a Subaru guy. I don't really know what kind of value these cars have. But what I do know is that this is a 2017. This car is only 3 years old. It's got hail damage. I remember that the idle was a little high on this one, and the odometer is sitting at 105,000 miles. So newer, but a lot of miles with a high idle. But really, if I remember right, this car looked great. It smelled great. It was just hail damage. I think the windshield's definitely cracked as well. No big deal. Look at her. I wouldn't mind. This is a nice all-wheel drive car. You can take this thing out in the snow. It will probably handle just fine, drive great. This was a good one. The fact that it sold for $4,000, like really $4,000 to me, I feel like that was a really good deal on this car. I think this was a really good deal. And I remember I was concerned about the sunroof, but this one didn't have one. I was like, oh, the sunroof is probably busted. No sunroof. You don't have to worry about it. The tires were good. It ran well, and it looked good. It smelled good on the interior. And with that kind of miles, somebody obviously was taking care of it. And I was also concerned with this engine. Used to, these were timing belt engines. I hate timing belts. I know, to each their own. It's my opinion and mine alone. I don't like timing belt motors. I hate having to service timing belts, man. It's just, what a waste of money to me. But when I looked down here, I realized that the timing cover was actually made of aluminum. So there should not be a timing belt on this car. Good looking ride, man. Good looking ride. This was the last car. This was the end of the road for us on video 1 from last week, which means we are at the end of this auction results video. Fairly quick, sweet, to the point. We got in, we got it done. See, here's some of the other ones, comparable vehicles. $10,000, $9,600, $8,100. I can't believe they sold this for $4,000. If I had known that the Subi was going to go for that cheap, I would have bought this. Like, no joke, I'm not BSing. I would have absolutely jumped on this car for $4,000. I can't believe they let it go that cheap. Wow. What a steal. Guys, again, we got to give a big shout out and thank you to AutoAuctions.io for giving us access to this website, letting us use this service so that I can show you, I mean, honestly, the value in the service. Guys, link in the description. First one, all you got to do is click it and you can get access to this kind of information, guys. It is just as important, if not maybe a little bit more, than Carfax itself, guys. Personally, I believe that you should use AutoAuctions.io in conjunction with, I think they're companions to one another, Carfax and or AutoCheck with AutoAuctions.io. I think that when you use these all together, you get a really clear picture. You know, Carfax is going to show you, and so will AutoCheck. They're going to show you a lot of the service history. You're going to see a lot of things that maybe AutoAuctions.io won't show, like the car had minor damage to the front left at some point. AutoAuctions.io isn't going to know about that. AutoAuctions.io is going to know about severe damage or it being run through a salvage auction, and you're going to get to see the pictures, which is something you can't get anywhere else. But Carfax and AutoCheck, whatever other service, is going to be able to tell you more about the service history so you know if this car has been well maintained. That can give you enough information to make a very, very well-informed decision. Let some of these other people that don't know about this service go out there and spend twice as much as they should on one of these cars. You will have all the knowledge right there at your fingertips to make an informed decision about what this car is worth to you. With that, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, give the video a big thumbs up. Drop your comments down below. Which one of these cars was your favorite? How much would you have paid for each one of these cars? Let me know if any of these cars were a good deal, great deal, bad deal, and we are out of here. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.